What is good, everyone? Welcome back to the Macaroni League Combine here on the United Rogue channel. As we go into round two, we will be seeing a couple familiar names as we have Stites, Muffins, Divine, Bentley, Talon, and Juice. This is going to be an interesting one because we did see Stites and Talon in the last one. We know Talon is a very good player. Both those players, solid players. We saw a lot of goals scored out of Talon as he got warmed up. And these two coming in already warmed up as the other players, we're not quite sure how warmed up they are. So things could get very interesting.
Indeed, these players are first we gotta do admire the names again. Divine, Bentley, Muffins. Come on now. Really good names. And we also have Talon, Juice, and Stites. So seeing new people in mixed with previous players, yes, it's gonna be really interesting because not only do they have to first stay with the same place out that they had earlier, but they also have to get used to other play styles from other people that they either never played with before or that they haven't played with in either quite a long time. So it's going to be real interesting seeing how these players mesh with one another and seeing who can actually come out on top for either team or who will have the most shots for either team.
Yeah, this series will definitely show the adaptability of Stites and Talon, who did just get done playing a series, and it'll also show the endurance of those two players because, yes, they just had a long overtime and a good, solid 3 game series with players that they were playing against and with allowing them to adapt to their play styles, having watched them play. But now they're playing against and with players that they haven't yet. So we're gonna see how well they do with that transition. But I've got to say, I'm intrigued by these new players and really good to see what's going to happen.
Yes, indeed. And I can tell you for sure that sometimes having these these players play for a long time is not easy. Cause I remember when I was playing in one of my leagues, we had 2 or 3 games lined up and it was not a fun time. And so it will be seeing how long they can last with the amount of endurance that they've gone through already. You have to really like Rocket League in order to play for quite a long time. But if you could last, good on you.
But as we are talking about that, it really seems only Talon is going to have to go for the endurance run as we have a sub out for Stites with Omni Murder, who was originally supposed to be in here, but we just had a little bit of issues getting him in here, and we weren't sure if Stites was going to be filling in or Omni was going to be here. And it does look like Omni made it, so that's going to be interesting.
So yes, that's gonna be really interesting now. So a lot of pressure, not I won't say pressure, but a lot of effort is gonna have to come from Talent if he is feeling some fatigue here. So it's gonna be really, really interesting to see how he plays here. So I would definitely be keeping an eye on him just for a little bit.
Yeah, I definitely feel like Talon has what it takes, though, as it felt like even in that last game, he was still getting warmed up. He was still going for crazier and crazier shots each time. And that's a big deal right there to see that continue to progress even this late into a series and then going into a second series as well. And we're going to see if that's really the truth, if he was still warming up or if he showed everything he had.
Yes, indeed, indeed. I don't know who I'm kinda excited to see. Of course, we haven't seen any of the players play currently except Talon, but going into this game, just looking at the names, it's gonna be interesting to see their play style based off of their names. Because again, I don't know any of these players that are playing currently. In our previous games, they were really great games. And so, I do wanna see if it's gonna be the same as the last series. And if we're gonna have a high scoring game this time as well, or if we're gonna have a huge game of tug of war, with only 1 point being the deciding factor of a low scoring game. So that's gonna be really interesting to see.
Yeah, either way, I'm extremely excited to get ready and get into this game one. But the big thing is, we don't know what's about to happen. Again, these players will be subbing out for each other and switching places with each other as the combine goes on. And starting off in game one, it looks like we have Omni, Talon, and Divine versus Bentley, Juice, and Muffins. Kickoff going between Omni and Muffins here, as Muffins wins the kickoff, but it goes directly to Divine, taking control, gets the 50 with Juice as Talon dives in to take it, but won't be able to get the touch he wants as he is 50 and Bentley getting it up onto the backboard out to Muffins, not quite able to find the angle as Omni pops it off the wall. Doesn't get the follow-up touch he wants, but Talon there to recover it for him and clean it up as Bentley clearing it off the backboard into their corner.
Blue team kind of taking it slow here on their attacking play. They did apply a lot of pressure at the start here. Orange, though, on the attack. Unfortunately, all three of them are on one side, making a retreat here. Blue team now attacking. Juice, though, taking possession of the ball here, trying to get a pass over Divine here, as Muffins goes for a shot, but it's denied, unfortunately. And Bentley gets 50 by Talon, and Talon able to get it mid on Orange side, but nobody is there to make the pass happen here. And Talon, last back, gets a 50 off of Juice, gets it right straight down in front of their net. Talon, unfortunately, not enough boost to get to it, but is still able to stay on their side, as Omni actually in the background was way up in the sky trying to make a play there, but Bentley with an open net just pops it in. Omni tried to interfere but could not make it happen. A little slow play for him, trying to get back with a lot of pressure with an open net here. I don't know if he thought Divine was back or not, but unfortunately it led to a shot on target.
Yeah, and not just did it lead to a shot on target, but it's coming off of a team pinch, which is something you don't see very often, especially at like lower levels, and really wasn't even expecting to see here tonight. Was a team pinch leading into a goal as Talon gets the double demo and gets it downfield. He is demoed by Muffins though, as Bentley clears it off to the sidewall for Juice. Juice taking a little bit of control here, will find the drop down, but it's right to Divine as he pops it up, takes to the sidewall, taking good control as Omni cuts off in the play, takes it, puts it on backboard from Bentley, but Blue just absolutely keeping the pressure, but unfortunately they get this pressure and they just can't do a whole lot with it as Orange is just all over them on this defensive end.
I will say Talon loves to play very high up, which isn't bad when good at being at redirects and also just applying attacking pressure, but it could hurt their third rotation if their third is pushing really high on a fast pace playing style. And so it will be interesting seeing if that is going to play into the factor, as Orange on the attack and Bentley makes a pass from, I believe it was Juice here, and that was just good pressure by Orange, as Blue is just trying to recover, going in their rotations, just trying to get back to net, but unfortunately they weren't fast enough to save that shot here.
No, we got to talk about this combination of Bentley and Juice so far. Every shot Bentley has scored has been off of a pass from Juice, and right now the Blue team's gotta find a way to stop these powerhouse players on the Orange side, as Omni does get it back to mid and tries the back pass out to Divine, who will be 50'd and win the 50 on that midfield, but Omni not quite able to find it, as Divine finding a little sneak shot right past the nose of Juice.
And that was a great play by Blue. Unfortunately, Omni could not make a shot right there, but Divine was able to recover there, and Talon was a little high up. So if they had it clear, it might have been troublesome for Blue team, but fortunately, they were able to make a goal off of that. As Juice is keeping the ball on Blue side here from kickoff, but unfortunately, nobody on Orange is able to apply pressure there. Still kind of recovering from kickoff. Straight down to Bentley, and Bentley did not need a pass this time. He actually scored on his own here, and he is making all the shots on Orange team currently, but Juice was, as you said, he was making all the passes to him. And so currently right now, they are the power couple of this game. So it's going to be interesting seeing if Blue could have a power couple of their own just to try to combat that. I feel like they are still kind of warming up here, and Talon might be feeling fatigue. I don't see it showing too much, but I am seeing that the rotation isn't the best, but Talon is back here. Does get a great 50. Unfortunately, Omni couldn't get out in time to allow the ball to go a little bit further ahead. But they are on the attack here. Omni just seeing how the play's gonna go here. Blue team on defense now though. And Talon gets a 50, Bentley denies him. And Omni gets a great pop. Talon going for a bump, could not make it happen.
We talked about this overwhelming pressure from Blue when it started out, but Orange having 6 shots of their own to Blue's 3 right now. And 3 of those shots coming out from Bentley, and all 3 of those goals giving him the hat trick. And as he almost finds a 4th, but Omni able to catch it on that goal line, takes control, looking to maybe do a solo play of his own, as it does get stolen away. And Bentley up for another pop shot, but will hit crossbar, and Talon gonna be there to send it off to the side. While he takes control, gets it around 1, and Bentley again just on that. Muffins popping it out. And honestly, I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this Orange team. We talked about it last series with the teams. They're playing a little too spaced out, and his Blue team, honestly, they feel like they're playing maybe just a little too close together. A lot of these goals that are coming out from Orange team are quick breakaway goals where they're able to get a clear and just no one's back to make a play in time.
Yes, I would definitely hope that it's just a lack of communication, like only they just aren't talking to one another. And that's why they aren't really meshing well. But it does seem like Orange has been able to kind of keep the pace from the start of the game currently to the end of the game. And so it is seeming like Blue is kind of all over the place, as you said. And so if they could see that and kind of fix that going into game number 2, that would be ideal. But Orange is really looking strong this game, in this series. So if they can keep it up without getting any fatigue, without having any mismatch in their rotations, then they could be fine all the way through. But it is going to be interesting seeing how they play together when they have to swap here.
One thing I'd like to point out too is we talked about the powerhouse of Bentley and Juice earlier, but Bentley and Juice doing everything for that Orange team. Bentley having all the goals, Juice having the saves and the assists, Muffins just being useful in his own way, allowing them to win this game. But the 2 right there, Bentley and Juice, these are the players to be watching out for if you're trying to sign somebody and looking for a player going into this season. These 2, if you need to, might be the 2 to pick up together.
Exactly. And as I said at the start of stream, how you have that underdog. Muffin really seems like that underdog because Juice and Bentley, they were really attacking as Muffin was back. But even as he was back, he was really making sure that the ball didn't go into their net. So as you said, Muffin was contributing to the team in his own way, and he did that wonderfully. As we go into game number 2, Muffin is on kickoff with Divine and is going on Blue side here. Omni gets a clear onto Orange side, and Bentley takes possession here with a little pressure from his past teammate Juice here. And Blue still on attacking pressure, but Talon gets a clear here. Omni recovering, stalling for his team, gets a pop over Talon. Tried to get a past Muffin though, but could not make it here. Bentley last back, trying to get a save, and he gets it. Muffins helps with the clear here. Gets a pass to Bentley. Bentley popped it forward. Muffin could not get to it, but he tried again. Unfortunately, could not happen. But Divine clearing it for Orange here. Couldn't get a further clear, but happens. Bentley takes a shot. Juice denies it. And it's interesting seeing them on opposite sides now and seeing how they are making shots and saves from one another. As Juice makes a shot on target, unfortunately denied by Bentley too. And Talon pops it high, and now Blue is still on defense from Orange.
Yeah, we've been seeing a lot of pressure out from this Orange team, and this is the game based on the last game that I was really excited to see is how Bentley and Juice adapt without having each other to play off of. And it's right now, it's a very back and forth game as Juice will get the recovery, passes it over, and Divine will get stopped by Muffins on the goal line, but there's nobody there to clear it as Bentley does manage to find the clear, but Divine gonna control it and play around the defense. Not quite able to find it past Muffins as Omni jumps up, hits it down, but it goes right to Juice as Bentley tries to find a shot. An unfortunate redirect from Omni will put that shot off net.
Omni does sometimes seem to be in bad positions here and there, not in the sense of missed rotations, but just when going for a shot or when needing a clear. But he is doing good just keeping the ball and applying the pressure on their side. What I'm more interested in seeing is who's going to be the first person to score here, because that is going to determine the momentum of the rest of the game here. Because that the person who got scored on is going to have to now apply more pressure to the team that did score, and they're gonna really have to throw everything at them, especially with only 2 minutes and 40 seconds remaining in the game here.
Yeah, without that power team of Juice and Bentley, it seems like these games are a lot more even as Bentley gets the 50 to keep it on the orange side, gets the pop up. Muffins will get stopped by Divine as Divine clears it all the way down to the blue side. As it's rolling up, Talon will jump. He goes for the touch and the shot, but it will be stopped by Omni. Talon coming down and bumping Bentley on his way down, which could be useful, but it's not going to be found clear as Bentley passes it up to Omni. Omni off the sidewall. Bentley with the redirect down to that orange corner, but Juice is right there to recover the ball. Carried it up the sidewall, finds the pop over Muffins. Looking to find any teammate, as he will find Divine here. And Talon sitting there, but Divine gonna call him off and try to take the shot himself. Juice and Talon getting the pinch there, but not much they can do with it.
Indeed, Blue attacking now. Muffins up in the air, gets past Talon, tries to go for it again, but Divine, fortunately, was unable to recover from it. He was expecting to pop high, back on wall, could not make it happen. Juice gets a pass, or not a pass, but gets a shot onto Blue side. Unfortunately, Blue denied it. Omni gets it to orange. Bentley pops it high. Not on target, but it does stay on orange here. He goes for it again. Divine able to catch it here. Gets demoed by Omni here. Muffins could not capitalize on that demo. Seems like Orange is applying a lot more pressure now. Blue was applying good attacking pressure, but Orange still keeping calm under pressure while still attacking here. Talon gives it to his teammate here. Slow play, tricks Bentley a little bit. Bentley going for a bump or a fake bump here. Orange not phased by it at all. Blue is looking a little space here this time, but they are still, to me, in control of the field currently. Orange doesn't seem like they are out of control, though. They do seem like they have control, like, when they're closer together or attacking here. But Blue seems like they have good pressure, or they have good control when attacking and defending. I don't really see a lot of panic from Blue here. Even when being a little spaced out. They still seem like they have a player ready to attack and defend at all together here.
Yeah, and the composure from both of these teams in this game, absolutely immaculate as we reached the final 15 and still no goals scored. We very well may get a 0-0 overtime as an unfortunate miss, and Divine pops it up into the air, off the backboard, looking for the double. Not quite able to find it as his teammate, unfortunately, not quite able to find the shot as Juice. Talon trying to do anything he can to buy his team a little bit more time as Bentley up onto the backboard. Omni looking for the shot. Will he find it? No! Oh! Wow! So close and just not quite able to find it.
Such a good first game for this team here. Oh, not first game, second game actually. But it's really good seeing how these dynamics just play out all together. These are great players currently as Omni is up, going for an aerial play here. Unfortunately, it is denied by Divine. Bentley is up, shoots it down to Muffins. Unfortunately, it was denied also by Orange here. Omni waiting to challenge here, pops it up, or not pops it up, goes up for it, gets a save. Bentley going forward to Muffins. Muffins unfortunately gets a miss, but Bentley gets a 50 here. Omni still applying Blue pressure here, but it's denied by Orange. He passes back to Muffins so that he could stall a little bit, but Divine is right there to deny that stall, applying more pressure to Blue, but both Blue members are up. Unfortunately, neither could get a hit. Bentley decides to wait a little bit. Now he's playing it out here. Divine up though. Nobody there to pass. I thought Juice was going to be there, but unfortunately no. Ran out of boost, but Blue is on a final approach to Orange, and Omni pops it over Juice to make the one and only goal of game number 2 here.
And this is just a very unfortunate situation for Juice. He just couldn't quite get up quick enough to stop that ball from going in. And Omni placing it perfectly under the crossbar. The combination of those two things happening, that is all that it takes for this game to end, and Omni being the one to step up and finish it out. But both teams, you can't discount anyone. They're playing so well. And for it to go that long without anyone scoring takes so much energy out of any player on the field. And yet they just kept going like nothing mattered.
Indeed, and as we see, blue team was really putting the pressure on orange with with 9 shots to their 5. They were really applying the pressure here. I said 9. I'm sorry, 10 shots. I missed the one there. But they were really applying the pressure to orange, and orange again keeping good composure against all the firing that blue team was putting onto them. And unfortunately, they just could not come out on top on this one, but they were really good at defending and just making good team dynamics. There were a lot of good plays that Orange could have had, a lot of good passing plays, but Blue, they were just there to deny them.
Yeah, and it was said yesterday, and I will keep repeating it and say it over and over again. Yes, the goals matter, but the shots are what win the series. That amount of shots, it becomes hard to save. Yes, one's gonna slip through. If you can't put on enough shots to make them break down and score one, you've got to find a different way to step it up because those shots, you don't even necessarily have to hit the net. You hit around, you hit the backboard, you hit the sidewall, you bounce it back out to a teammate. It's going to count as a shot, but it's also going to force the defense into awkward positions trying to go for these saves. But as we step into game 3 here, we've got Talon, Juice, Omni versus Divine, Bentley, and Muffins.
With the kickoff goal by Divine here, great kickoff for Orange here. I believe it was Muffins on kickoff, just able to keep the ball there and forward so that Divine could just follow up and score. Unfortunately, Talon with the boost could not get there close enough to save it, but back on kickoff once again, Omni and Divine here this time. Muffins able or was unable to get a recovery here, but Bentley pops it high, gets it past mid. Fortunately, is denied by Juice. Muffins pops it over high. Juice denies it here and tries to follow up. He does get a follow up, but Divine is there to say, hey, no, we're not going that far. Omni trying to get a pass to his teammate, but he gets past one attacker here. And Juice gets a good 50 from Bentley here.
Yeah, a very unfortunate position play from Omni. Again, just having to take it in that very odd angle in front of net. And he won't be able to clear it off the orange side. And they only ends up reaching midfield, which shows Orange's prowess to take that midfield play and continue to keep pressure off of it as Bentley tries to find the backboard redirect, does find it, and Divine will find another goal.
Great play by Orange. If I'm not mistaken, is this the same team? It seems like it's the same team to me.
It is not. We did have a rotation. I want to say it was Talon for Muffins, but I could be wrong there.
I see. Okay. And that, I feel like that is what helped to make that play happen because as we're seeing Orange, a lot of these players are good in the air, but I believe Muffins was able to get in the air a little bit higher, and Divine, he was able to make a lot of plays in the air last game, or at least just make contact from the air. But as we see here, Juice up in the air this time from a pass from Omni just to knock it in, bottom left of the goal here. But back on kickoff here, Bentley and Talon on kickoff. What team will make or will win the kickoff? It was Blue, but Orange taking it to Blue side here. Divine going for a shot and just pops it right over Omni. Unfortunately, he was not in the best position to save, and Divine said, I'm gonna capitalize on that. And Talon just getting back to back post could not make it happen, or at least mid goal. He was not in a position to save. Orange already up 2 points from blue team here, but Juice popping it high, making an aerial play here. Fortunately, could not make any additional contact from the ball here.
Yeah, I mean, those 0-goal games, those low-scoring games like last game, yeah, they're intense because you never know. It's all down to who scores first. But right now, we are on track for our highest-scoring match of the night. And if it keeps going like this, Blue might have a chance, but they're going to have to step it up because Orange just on top of everything right now. And yes, they're still 3-14, and yes, this is Rocket League. Anything can happen. But Orange is just being absolutely menacing to this blue side of defenses. All players on blue, little on boost, except now Omni got the full, but not quite able to get there as Muffin finds the pass off of Divine and into the back of the net. And it's just an unfortunate situation. Juice gets bumped. Divine is there to send the ball out, and Muffin's just perfect placement and perfect position to be able to score that.
I will say what helps Orange a lot is that Bentley's very fast on his rotations back. And so he's able to recover and kind of make plays when his team are either way far ahead or just when he needs to make a solo play here. But Divine and Muffins, they are really doing good, putting a lot of pressure on Blue with what they have too. Even when they double commit or when they make plays like that, they're really good at bumping. They're really good at passing. Earlier, there was a pass straight across Blue side, I believe. Unless that was Blue making a pass there, but it went to one of them, and they were able to just make a beamer pass to the defenders here. But here, as we see, they were also ready to make another shot, but unfortunately, it was denied by Juice. As Muffin is last back, he goes for it, but unfortunately missed, as everybody missed. And Juice gets a demo, but Bentley is there to save, and nobody from Blue was able to attack. But Muffins, pass from Bentley, gets a shot, and Muffins knocks it right in. Muffins getting 2 goals here, Divine with 3, and Bentley just making beautiful passing plays. But that's sometimes all you need in order to push the game ahead.
We talked about it last series with Talon, this series with the Muffins. He had a few mistakes in that first match, but he has really stepped it up going into this one to a level that is just absolutely insane. In Blue, Omni getting a bump goal, Juice getting a pull shot. Very, very interesting situation. Gets the bump and it just puts Omni right there to backwards tap the ball in the net. Just a wild series of events to happen there to bring it within 3.
The best shots are the ones that you don't plan for. That is very, very true. As Omni takes it, pops it over Bentley here, trying to make a pass play mid to his teammate. Unfortunately, he gets bumped, knocking the ball a little bit higher than he wanted to. And Juice takes possession, but unfortunately, he's going to leave Blue out in the open here as Muffins just sees that opportunity and just charges straight down the field. Seeing the Omni was a little too close. Again, this is a little bit of the miscommunication. I don't know if it's a single player, like they don't have a mic on, but sometimes it seems like they push a little too far forward. And that is really hurting their game. They are down by 4 points here, but they still have a few minutes left, or they have a minute left and a few seconds in order to turn things around here.
Yeah, Muffin and Divine both finding themselves a hat trick in this matchup. But Juice looking to find some goals for the blue team here, as again, they are down 4, passing it out to Talon with the ground pinch. Talon out to mid, almost finds a shot. Omni will be the one to clean it off, the save from Muffins.
Close save, very close save. But it is good attacking pressure by Blue. First, just to get him in a weird position to save that, and Omni just right there to follow up.
Yeah, you can't ask for much more. We've seen a little bit of overcommit from the blue team, but that time it worked out in their favor. It's very risky the way these guys are playing, because like we said in the last series, the teams are playing a little too far apart. Now teams are playing a little too close as Juice brings it within 2 with a sidewall shot.
Down but not out. Blue is really saying, hey guys, we need to get some points on the board here. And Juice, as he's really helping the team here. Not only Juice, but Omni as well. Both have 2 goals here. As we're back on kickoff, Divine trying to get an early goal here, but denied by Juice. Talon, I don't know if he's feeling fatigue here, but he is still putting points on the board for his team, even if it's not goals or saves or shots. He only has 1 shot, but he is still applying a lot of pressure for blue team. But unfortunately, not enough pressure as Divine just knocks it right in past all of blue defenders here, or really Talon. Just coming back on rotation, unable to get in a good position to save that.
Yeah, it's a rough situation for this blue team. Orange is just keeping so much pressure and hitting these passing plays. Bentley 3 assists on his own. The team together having 6 assists, only 1 shot and 1 goal being a solo play. But Bentley tries to find another opportunity as Juice meets him on the sidewall and backboard. Divine pops it up, tries to take it. Juice won't be able to find the 50 as it bounces up, but Omni's going to be there to send it out towards the midfield line. Gets the flip reset, gets it around Bentley. Juice trying to find control, but will get demoed as Bentley recovers the ball off the demo, 50s it with Talon out to mid. Talon just looking to kind of control and bait some players in from the orange side, and he does. He wins the 50 as well, but no boost here as Omni takes it from him on the landing. Bentley gonna send it back to that midfield down to Juice. Juice pops it up, and just not much. It's a little too late for Blue to bring this game back.
Yes, indeed. And I actually, I believe it was the second shot from Blue or a third shot from Blue that I do want to kind of highlight. I haven't seen a lot of fake plays from either of these teams. Mainly, yes, because everybody's direct on the ball, just trying to make fast plays to get past the defenders. But sometimes you do need to play slow in order to really get past and make a goal happen. And Juice is just gonna knock the ball down to take us out of game number 2 here. 2, 3. I gotta keep track of these games.
Yeah, it all bleeds together after a while. But that's what makes this so fun is watching all these players play and play. Even if it does start to bleed, it's like you get so much of it and it makes you want to play the game watching these players do even better.
Indeed, indeed.
But that does look like that will be the end of that series, and we will be back here shortly with one final series of the night where things could get even more interesting. 11 goals in that final game. I'd like to see one try to beat that.
Yes, this is gonna be a really, really fun series here.
But we will be back here shortly, and thank you for staying and tuned in so far.
Don't turn that dial.